Thank you for having us. And yesterday I in Kafa we have Toby, Timmy, and Bolaji is not here. This testimony happened in 2004, about 13 years ago. I was pregnant with my last baby, and I was sick with the pregnancy, so I had incompetent cervix. So I was in the hospital, and the only option they gave me was to end the pregnancy. So as the doctor was telling me that the baby cannot make it, at that time I was 22 weeks, about 5 months plus, my pastor's wife, 2 of them came in and they started praying. Mrs. Fowley, there's nothing impossible for God to do. God can do everything. They started praying, but for some reason I did not believe them. So, I let them pray. They left, and I told the doctor that I'm ready for abortion because I wasn't scared of abortion at that time. So the hospital I'm in, I was in the Christian hospital. They don't do abortion, so they have to transfer me to Ohio State Teaching Hospital. When we got there, they explained to me what they are going to do. That they are going to induce me, and I'm going to have the baby. So they induced me, no contraction, nothing. So they told me that night that the following day they will, come up with something else to do. So the following day they came and said the only option they have now is D and C. But they have a problem with that D and C. They said the fetus is still breathing, so they have 2 ways. Is it that they bring the baby out, it will still be breathing, I or my husband will hold it till it dies. And I asked them how long, they said it might be 15 minutes or up to 5 hours. So the other option, they brought in a heart specialist to come and talk to me. That they have an injection that they can give me, then the injection will stop the heartbeat. Then when they bring the baby out, the baby's already dead. So, when they kept saying that the fetus is breathing, that was when I got kind of confused. Because, back in Nigeria, I've done well over 10 abortions. So, then I thought they were just dissolving blood. I've done 4.5 months, 5 months before. So now this is just 5 months, and it's breathing. I was kind of confused. I didn't know what to do. So I told the doctor, I said they need to give me time, that I need to wait for my husband to come. So they left. So my husband came, and I told him, I said, what type of abortion is this one in America that they said the fetus is breathing? That I don't know what to do. My husband was like, just make up your mind, you have to do it. Because they told us, if you have this baby, the baby will not walk, will not talk, will be blind and stuff like that. You don't want a disabled baby. So I was like, okay, I will think about it. So my husband left. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I'm a born Christian, go to church, but I don't have personal relationship with God. I don't read Bible. I know Genesis is number 1, Revelation is the last one. That's all I know. So, but I was left alone to make that decision. So I was confused. But I hear pastor when they preach that with God all things are possible, that when you talk to God, God listens. So I gave it a shot that day that now all I have is to talk to God about it. So, and I prayed, I said, God, you need to tell me what I need to do. I have done well over 10 abortions. But this one that they say the baby is breathing, I don't want to kill, that God needs to direct me. So I went to bed that night. And I woke up 1:45 a.m. in the morning. And what I saw Jesus Christ. He was standing, there's a stream of water beside him. And he was holding the crown of thorns. And he called me by my name, Yetunde. He said he can see that I'm in trouble. But if I believe him, he's going to do it. He said from now on, he doesn't want to see pain in my face again. That if I'm going through anything, the person beside me must not know if I don't tell them. And he threw that crown of thorns into that stream of water. So that was what I saw. So when my husband came in the morning, I told him, Yinka, I'm not doing abortion again. He was like, why are you not doing abortion? They said he's going to be on wheelchair. This is our third baby and stuff like that. I was like, no, I saw Jesus Christ. He started smiling, laughing. I said I saw him. He called me by my name. He actually spoke Yoruba to me. He said if I believe him, he's going to do it. My husband said today, you saw you worry jesu. I have no clue. I drink alcohol, I party, you understand? I don't read Bible, I go to church for fun, So now I'm telling him what I saw. It was kind of difficult for him to believe me. But I told him, I said, I saw him and I believed him. And I'm not doing abortion again. So that was our second day. My husband spoke, discussed with the doctors. So they transferred me back to the other hospital. When we got to that other hospital, they told me everything bad. They said I have infection in my blood, I have this, I have that. But for some reason, I have no fear. I believe infection is part of the problem that Jesus was talking about. So the second day, everything was fine. The third day, I just have pain. I can't just deal with the pain because I needed to pee, I want to poo, I want to pass gas. And I've been going back and forth of the bathroom. I couldn't do it. At some point, I got mad. I got mad at Jesus Christ. I was on the toilet trying to do number 1, 2, and 3, like I said. And I screamed. I was mad that Jesus, you didn't tell me it's going to be this painful. So I screamed, and my baby's head came out. I used this hand to put the emergency button. The nurses rushing. They put me on the bed, and I had the baby at 1 pound, 1 house. And they already explained to me in state of Ohio that if you have any baby less than 6 months, less than 24 weeks, that they won't touch the baby until after 2 hours. They should be able to breathe by themselves. So I looked at the baby. So I said to the baby, I said, if Jesus that I saw is truly alive, you will not die. If Jesus that I saw is truly alive, you will walk, you will talk. And like I said, the doctors, they were worried about me that the placenta was not coming out. So I prayed this prayer. Ní orúkọ Jésù tí ewúrẹ́ àti àgùntàn bá ti lè bímọ fúnra wọn, ìwọ placenta yìí kò jáde. And the placenta came out. So after 2 hours they intubate my baby, everything was fine that day. Then the second day, September 4th, 2004, the NICU at the hospital, I've been going back and forth to check on her. The door to the NICU has like a glass, so you can see through. So as I was going again, I saw all of them around my baby. It doesn't look good. Like I said, I don't know how to pray, I knew it was bad. It looked so bad. I couldn't go in. Then, I'm going to cut it short because of time. Then I saw a pastor in my church. The pastor came around. He just had a baby. He was coming towards me that, he just had a baby. But I didn't listen to him. I just held him. I said, Pastor, teach me how to pray. He was looking at me. Money pastor. You need to tell me how to talk to God. And the pastor looked at me and said, Mrs. Fawele, just praise God. So I went back to that NICU and I started praising God. My daughter was in that NICU for 113 days. All I did was just to go there and say, God, I thank you. And then I will go there. I will give her name. She has 113 names. And I will go there. I will make pledges that God, if you do it the way you say you're going to do it, I will gossip about you. I will tell people that you are God. That with you, all things are possible. And you know, it's very easy to make pledges when you're in trouble. You know, I made those pledges, but I didn't do anything about it. So when she turned 10 in year 2014, I was planning cupcake, but I just buy cupcake and take it to her school for her birthday. And I heard the voice that said, is that what you're going to do again? So there and then I made up my mind, I'm going to call people to come to my church so that I can share the testimony with them. So I called on that Wednesday, 2014, September 3rd was on Wednesday. So I called on that Wednesday and I called on Thursday. And on Thursday the fear came again. You are calling people. You want to go. How are you going to talk? You want to leave the microphone. Oh boy, how are you going to say it? You know? But for some reason, I just fought that fear. I said it's no big deal. Maybe it's me that cannot speak English. My husband can speak English. That my husband will be the one to do the talking. I will just do the other part of it. Thank you all for coming. That's what I'm going to do. So that was what I said to the fear that day. And I slept that Thursday, Friday morning. In my dream, I was reading the book of Hebrew and 1 Corinthians. And this time around, I did not see God, but I heard it clearly. That what you are going to tell my people is inside that book of Hebrew and 1 Corinthians. So, like I said, I have no clue about Bible. I don't know how to open, but we download on my phone. I read it, and God picked everything for me. If you don't mind to. Thank you. So I shared that testimony in my church. Everything was fine. Then on Monday, God reminded me again and said, is that all you are just going to do? Because I just called about 12 family friends to come over to my church. You know, there and then I made up my mind. I mean, God reminded me that you made these pledges, I'm trying to cut it short, that you made these pledges 113 times. You know, is that all you're going to do? And then I made up my mind that I'm going to visit minimum of 113 churches to testify to his goodness. To God be the glory, this is my number 44. You know, going around to churches to let people know what the Lord has done. And God also said that wherever that I go to, I should say these three things. You know, about people, they call them prayer warrior, that praise a lot, you know, in church, that when they pray, they should believe that God has answered their prayer. When you ask, believe that you've received it. They also talk about forgiveness, that we need to forgive ourselves. You know, we ourselves, what we have done ourselves, that we should forgive ourselves, that we should not let what we have done in the past hinder our future, that we should believe that when we have God for forgiveness, that God will forgive us. We can read the book of Leviticus 26 for that can heal us. And also, sorry about that, please let me go. Sorry about that. I don't know how pastors do. No. Then also, talk about Hebrew 11:11, about Sarah. Hebrew 11:11, because Sarah received a baby, sorry, with faith, that God wants us to have faith. And you know, just to encourage people that, you know, I was born Christian, I have no clue about God, you know, I don't know God, I go to church for fun, but I met him when I called him, he answered me. You understand? He proved himself to me. So when you know God, when you have God, believe that when you talk to him, he answers. And listen to him. There's nothing that he will say that he will not do. My baby is here. Come here, Timmy. She's here. 1 pound, 5.5 months pregnancy. Hallelujah. She's never been sick. Straight A student. He said it. He did it. This is what he did. He told me he would do it. And he did it. And I was a sinner. I have no clue about him. So for people that knows him, we need to believe him. Please believe him. Believe that when you ask, he will give it to you. He did our own. So there's no way we will not do yours. We just need to keep on to our faith. Thank you. God,